Whoa! Yep, she still works. What we're dealing with today is a rather annoying, although somewhat simple problem. This right here is a window washing fluid pump. There are two of them on my Suburban, one for the front windshield and one for the rear. This one I had taken apart because there was a problem with it. Pay no mind to this crack here. I actually broke this taking it apart. This thing goes together something like this. And that right there is the original equipment, Delco Products, made in the USA window washing fluid pump. In my particular case, I was having an issue where this was leaking out these weep holes, so much so that the entire reservoir would completely empty itself just after filling it up. If we take it apart, we can see there is an O-ring. What I was trying to do initially was to re-lube this O-ring with a little bit of grease. What ended up happening in the attempt to actually remove this was, well, I broke it. Not only is there a chip taken out here, which almost put out my eye, by the way, there is also a small crack. The reason I'm showing you the inside of this is because, well, this thing still works. It works totally fine. The only thing that has failed is this O-ring. Matter of fact, after greasing this O-ring, and even with the cracks in this piece here, this thing now works perfectly fine and does not leak at all. I tell you this, so if yours is doing the same thing, just leaking out these weep holes, you may be able to fix it and save yourself $30. However, due to the fact that I already broke mine, and even though it still works, I don't want it to randomly fail due to that crack that I put in it. So I bought this new one, which is a genuine GM product. You can see on the side of this box, it says General Motors LLC, Detroit, Michigan, although it is no longer made in the USA. On this original unit, you can see Delco Products USA. Let's just hope that this new unit is made to the same high standards that the original one was. Let's not forget that this original unit lasted 25 years. It's coming out of a 1995 Suburban. So let's crack open this box and see what we got. First impressions, it looks like it's made well. They do want you to know that it is made in China, and on the other side it says install grommet prior to installing pump. The grommet is this little guy here, which they do give you a new one. Looking at the two side by side, they look nearly identical. The only difference being right down here. And while this original one you could spin to change the direction of the spout, it doesn't seem like you can do that with the new one. It seems to be locked in place. Installation is very simple, with the pump just sliding into position, just like this one here next to it. Right now I have this cap plugging the hole, which I'll remove. Then I'll remove the old grommet. There is water leaking out currently. Here's the difference in the two grommets. This one is the new one. And while it's darn near impossible to show you, you just push that thing into place. And there you can see the new grommet is now installed. I am going to install a little bit of super lube on the end here, as well as right here on this port for the hose. And now to install, I'll attach the original hose and then simply push it into place. Now I can attach this electrical connection and we're ready to rock. I'm going to fill this reservoir back up with water. Okay, so now let's test this pump. Not sure if you guys can see that, but this pump is actually pretty strong, it seems. A lot stronger than what it was before. Taking a quick look just after that first use, I don't see anything that would alarm me at all. Everything looks to be completely normal. I don't see anything leaking anywhere. So this replacement was a success. This was a very simple repair. In my case, I just bought a new unit and slapped it in, but I thought it was worth showing. Just in case some of you were having the same problem I was having, I wanted to give you an option to possibly fix the pump yourself. I don't know how long-term that fix would have been, but by simply lubing up with maybe some super lube grease, that O-ring on the original pump, you can potentially get your old pump to continue working. Like I said, my pump worked fine. It was just leaking through that O-ring out those weep holes. Of course, I broke mine trying to take it apart, so I had to buy a new one. I'll put a link for the one that I bought down in the description below this video. This may have been a very small, insignificant repair on my truck, but for me, it's those little things, the details that matter. Those little things all add up to a better driving experience overall. So if this video helped you, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. For One Road, I'm Jimmy, and I will see you in the next one.